Hey, what's up? It's your Connection Coach, Jonathan Sprinkles. I have gotten such great feedback on my blending, and everybody wants to know how do you do it. I figured I would give you my inside information that I don't normally share with anybody else but you because I love you. I'm going to share with you what I've done. One of the things that I've committed to is to having a vegan smoothie 5 days a week. Now, I have always told you breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I could eat breakfast for dinner, but it's a sacrifice that I've made, or should I say an investment that I've made in myself. I want to have the energy that I need throughout the day without being sluggish. It helps your digestive system. It has helped me to clear my skin, and a lot of great benefits that have come along with having a blended life. So let's go ahead and let me take you on in. Let me show you how it gets done. First of all, Vitamix is the king here. So some people like bullets or what have you. I'm not paid by Vitamix. I was recommended by Leanne to get a Vitamix, and she's a pretty smart lady, so I said, okay, I'm getting a Vitamix. Now, it's not cheap, I'll tell you that right now. It is definitely an investment, but the horsepower that you get, meaning it can blend things up a lot faster, it has definitely been a great investment. And just think about it. Everybody has a birthday. Everybody gets a Christmas or some kind of special gift at the end of the year. You can get that or get money toward that, so you may not even have to pay the full amount yourself. Thank you also, Brian Johnson, for teaching me the value of doing this. I believe that men should drink a lot of their meals. It just helps you with your overall health, especially as you get up in age. It is important to do that. And I'm pushing out of my 30s pretty quickly, so I want to have a great 40s, so this is very important to me. This is something that I take very seriously, and I've made a ritual out of this. So here's what we're doing. We're going to make a chocolate vegan smoothie, and I have, by the recommendation of my health coach, Brian Johnson, gotten some Vega 1 protein. He said this is the best one to get. Now, of course, it has chocolate in it, but it's gluten-free, no sugar added, and has a bunch of protein, greens, minerals, fiber, omega-3s, antioxidants, and all that other good stuff that we don't really know what that is, but people tell us it's good, so we want it, okay? So, yeah, so that's what it is. Here's a cool thing I learned from my doctor and chiropractor, Dr. Jason West. He said, hey, take all your vitamins and put them inside first. If you're anything like me, it'll be 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening, and I'll say, oh, I forgot to take my daily vitamin. And then I'll take my vitamin all late, and then I'm like, I can't even sleep because I'm buzzing all night long. So what you can do is take all your vitamins and put them in first, and then you can drink your vitamins that way. They're all going to the same place anyway. So you just take a scoopful of your chocolate flavor, and you know, it's all seasoned to taste. I personally like chocolate. They have mocha and other stuff. I didn't like it so much. This is what I use right here. It's chocolate all the way. So you do that, and next, you're going to put in some healthy fats, some coconut oil, some extra virgin coconut oil. You can also use Udo's oil. I think it's UDO. I have some in my refrigerator right now, but coconut oil also does the same thing. Healthy fats are very, very important for the liver. It's helping your body to process your food a lot better. Also good for cholesterol maintaining as well. Could put the healthy fats in there. So this is one thing that I put in every time. I put in local honey. So the reason why is because I used to really struggle with allergies. Right now, everybody in Houston is going crazy. When you walk into a store, all you hear is because everybody has crazy allergies. Well, for years now, I haven't really had any bad allergy attacks because I use local honey, because the bees have pollen in them, and when you put the pollen in the honey and you get that amount every single day, your body builds up the antibodies to whatever allergens are in the air. So local honey is what I use, and that's my secret sauce, if you will, to fight off allergy attacks. Another one was one that I learned from Brian Johnson as well, was to eat 3 kiwis as well, because kiwis have 3 times the vitamin C of an orange. So if you eat 3 kiwis every day, your immune system is like turbocharged. You're strong and ready to go. You can handle anything. So the next thing you do is, this is when it gets fun. I use almond butter. because I'm allergic to peanuts. You can use peanut butter if you want, but just be very careful because not all peanut butter is really good for you. If you just use the regular brands like what we would normally see in the store, what we grew up on eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, probably has more bad stuff in there that you won't want to be putting in your body all the time. But Justin's almond butter is really good. The only thing is, this is $10. I never knew almonds were that expensive. So if you can find some, I'm not saying that this is the best particular brand, but I'm saying this is the brand that I use because if I ever make a almond butter and jelly sandwich, these taste better. They also have a honey almond butter, and I think that one is actually a little bit better. They didn't have any at the store, and it doesn't make that much of a difference once it's all blended up. But that's another good one that you can try as well. Let's see, and just to make sure I get enough almonds in there, sometimes I'll add just a couple more almonds because I don't even know why, I just do it. So, because I want them in there. And, today, I get to use my Cutco knife, furnished by my friend Arel Moody, at Arel Moody, ARELMOODIE. Check him out, he's a great dude. And he got me my own knife with my name on it. And it said, handcrafted exclusively for Jonathan Sprinkles. Man, this is really awesome. I said, thank you for the gift that doubles everything around me. Get it? In half, double, whatever. It was funny to me. So I'm gonna, and by the way, make sure that you use organic bananas or whatever fruit that you use. Why would you put all these pesticides in your body every single day? If you're gonna go fruit, make sure that you get the right fruit. If you're gonna put vegetables in there, get the organic vegetables. Some people say, you know, buying organic is really expensive. No, you know what's expensive? Dialysis. You know what's expensive? Cancer treatment. That's really expensive. Heart failure, that's really expensive. You don't want that. So just make sure that you keep as many impurities out of your body as you possibly can. So this one is very simple. It's a very simple smoothie, which is why I like it, because I can do it very fast, even faster when I'm not running my mouth. And then I just take some water. Oh, I just take a little bit of water. Oh yeah, don't get my pants in there. Okay. So take some water and put that in there. And so here's one of the keys here. You don't want to put too much water in your chocolate smoothie. Imagine if you had a chocolate shake that was halfway drank, and then you put water in the rest of the cup. Like how watery and like diluted that would be. That's what this thing tastes like when you have too much water in here. So when you do that, then you have to go back and figure out how to reconfigure that because it really isn't that good. I normally put even a little bit less water in here. Vitamix likes for you to have about a quarter cup of water. Sometimes I put a little bit less because it keeps the smoothie nice and thick. And plus, there's ice, there's water in the ice, so you don't have to really worry about that as much. So I think I might have put just a little bit too much because I was busy running my mouth. So I'm going to put just a little bit more protein smoothie in here, protein powder. Just a little bit. And if I'm doing a different kind of smoothie, I will put like more fruits or vegetables in there to offset how much water I put in if I ever get a little bit too crazy with it. Next, you're just going to throw in your ice on top. I've learned a lot of lessons with ice. You cannot skimp on the ice. You want to go all the way in on the ice. It's very important. You don't want to put too much in there so that it won't blend up. But then you also don't want to put not enough because then it won't provide for you what you want. So I'm going to throw in that big old hunk of ice. Probably not the best thing that I should have done. I should have broken it up because then it'll blend a lot faster. But this thing is great. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So I love Vitamix for this because it kind of doesn't matter what you put in there. Vitamix is tough and it can take it. So I'll put in about that much ice. And I'm sure those of you who are very familiar with Vitamix and you're familiar with blending, you do this stuff all the time, you're probably going to criticize or tell me something I did wrong, and that's cool. Help me. If you know something better, please help me, help the community. But that's how I do it. It's very simple. It's this stuff is not cheap either. If you get this online, I normally get it on Amazon, and you can get it for about a big one like this. This is a 30 ounce, and it's about $50. About 50. Yeah, I think it's about $50 or so. If you can find it on sale somewhere, then do that. And everything else is pretty much standard price, what you would expect to pay. This can be a little bit pricey. And then, of course, as we said, this is about 10 bucks. But if you want to just do peanut butter, you can get it for a lot cheaper. But, goodness, I forgot two things. Good. Here's one thing I love to put in here. A lot of chia seeds. Now this is great for digestion. Chia seeds are awesome. Now I don't measure it, but you're only supposed to put in about a spoonful, like a tablespoonful. This is powerful stuff, so you don't want to put too much in here if you know what I'm saying. This is powerful stuff, but make sure that you put it in because it's really great. Lots of omega-3. You can also do flax seeds, but flax seeds will also, they go rancid very quickly, and they only have about a 30-day shelf life. This has a much longer shelf life, and it'll continue to work for you much longer. And they both do virtually the same thing. And then lastly, I put in just a little bit of Quaker oats on top. Yeah, God, I almost forgot about that. I put some Quaker oats in there. I should have put that in a little bit. Quaker oats, of course, as you know, they're good. They're heart healthy. They're good for your cholesterol and also regulating your digestion as well. So this is what I do. So you put in the bananas, chocolate, the oats, ice, water, protein, and anything else, some honey, anything else you want to use to kind of sweeten this up and make it good for you. I don't consider this to just be a smoothie. I consider it to be like a tincture. This is my medicine. Oh, last thing, goodness, I keep forgetting. I'm running my mouth. Cinnamon. Now, I don't normally even taste the cinnamon that much, but cinnamon is great for regulating blood sugar. So I always put a little bit of cinnamon in there, you know, like a little small teaspoon or so, couple shakes, because that's good. So now I'm regulating my blood sugar, I'm regulating my cholesterol, I'm regulating my digestion, a lot of good things. This is truly like medicine in a chocolatey, sweet, delicious form. I'm thinking about my next 10 years every single time I do this. So that was it. Again, it's usually a lot faster when I'm not running my mouth. I can just bam, 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 bam. You can also cut these up and put them in the freezer and already have them, so you could just take them out and do this. That way it doesn't matter how long they've been around because they're frozen, they don't go bad. It's awesome. It's awesome. And if you like this, if you share, if you comment, I'll do others and I'll share with you other recipes that I use as well. So if you like it, cool. I hope so. I'm about to get my blend on. Thank you very much. Connection is key. This is part of the 21-day challenge. It makes you better and I'm hungry. So, bam! We did it.